Hey guys, welcome to the show. Hope you guys are having a great day and a great weekend. Got a packed show for you guys today, just to go through, what we kind of got on the plate for you. We're gonna start off with Trump trying to force a legacy. He's trying to put, his name and face on everything, all the currency, airports, the Kennedy Center. So, got an update for that. That'll be coming first, and next, we're going to kind of jump onto Mayor Mamdani, how he's doing such a great job and how he's kind of pushing the envelope and kind of leading the way for, us to kind of run across the country and, just be progressive and kind of get that into other, parts of the country. Next, we got James Tallarico and how he's doing great against Ken Paxton. Kind of diving into just, some of the attacks and campaign, how that's going. But also, I found a really interesting interview with Joe Rogan that he did about a year ago. So I kind of want to go through that with you guys too, because it's really interesting. I'm really, really liking James so far, and I really hope that he's going to win, and it looks like he's going to so far, just based on the polls. But we'll jump into that. After that, we got Nick Shirley in Cuba. How they're kind of going after Hassan Piker, and basically how Nick Shirley didn't stay on a vetted U.S. list of approved hotels, but he's not the one that's, being, prosecuted. Hassan is. So we're going to jump into that. And what else we got here? We're going to talk a little bit about Trump's health. They did just release his, results from his last, checkup. I think he had it like 3 or 4 days ago. So we're going to go over that. Also, Romania got attacked by Russia. They claim that it was a drone that was supposed to go to Ukraine. But Romania is a NATO ally. That could draw Article 4 or 5, so we'll jump in that. And last there is we got an impending doom oil shortage. I don't really think that people really grasp how bad it's going to be. The only reason why we're not seeing $5, $6 gas prices right now is because we're draining the reserve along with a lot of other countries. They already have gas rationing in a bunch of other countries. But we'll jump into that too and see kind of what the experts are saying. They're kind of one of the last recent articles I saw said that the Brent crude oil, which is basically what it costs to get oil now, if you were to order it, could be as high as $150, $160 a barrel, which would be $6 a gallon gas. So we'll talk about that too. Stick around, we'll get into it. Again, if you enjoy this, if you like this, please subscribe, and share. Just started the channel and really trying to grow it with the community that cares about what we talk about. So again, thanks for joining me, and we'll jump into it. All right, guys. So we're going to talk about Trump trying to force his legacy with the newest thing that he's trying to do, with everything he's trying to do all the time, is the $250 bill with him on it. So we got an article from the Associated Press I'm going to show you here. But yeah, dude, I don't understand. I also don't understand how he doesn't realize that it's tacky and I just don't understand the idea behind wanting your name on so many things. It blows my mind, from the airports to literally the Trump Kennedy Center, which I've got an article on that in a little bit here too. But let's jump into this article from the Associated Press here. All right, so look here. It says Treasury Secretary Bessent confirms limited steps toward a $250 bill featuring Donald Trump. And let's go ahead here and play this clip.
Thank you, Dr. Bessent.
Yep.
How long until we see your signature next to President Trump's face on a $250 bill?
Well, again, as Treasury Secretary, I have two mandates for U.S. currency. At present, no living person can be on U.S. currency, and the currency must say, "In God we trust." So right now there is proposed legislation in front of the House, in front of the Senate, to change the first requirement so that a living person, Donald J. Trump, could be on the $250 bill. So it's all in the hands of the, it's all up on Capitol Hill. So at Treasury, we prepare things in advance. So we have prepared in advance that if the legislation is passed, but we will stick to the law.
Do you think politically it's a good idea to put his face on a $250 bill when people are struggling to afford gas and groceries?
I don't think that there's anything untoward about having the President of the United States, the person who was President of the United States, on the 250th anniversary bill.
And there you have it, Scott Bessent kind of going over there trying to say that it's, up to Capitol Hill. And I mean, you're doing it because you're trying to push it forward. That's the whole point. So you set this in motion. I really don't understand that. But anyway, so it is up to Capitol Hill. They do have to kind of push through some legislation to actually allow it, because you're only allowed to, put people on there that are deceased for actually doing something. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's going to kind of go through there, but I just wanted to point out here too on this article that apparently the former BEP chief, Patricia Salamane, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, was reassigned after pushback because she didn't want to go through this, you know what I mean? So that's crazy. I really don't understand that. But as far as that go, that's like just one of the newest things. Now let's go to the next or the next thing I got here for you, which is just a list of just a couple of the things that they're trying to push through. So these, like some of these are like a combination of some of the Republican, I guess like either in the Senate or in Congress, we're pushing forward to get these through, or Trump kind of has, tried to give the go-ahead on behind the scenes. So like obviously carve his face into Mount Rushmore. That's one that is wild. Like that's a national treasure for you to just go ahead and disgrace it with, tiny hands up there. No, don't do that. Secondly, we got the renaming of Palm Beach Airport, which I have another thing on that here in a second, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I have another thing on that here in a second, which is kind of spicy. You guys want to see that in a second. Require the State Department to award a Trump Peace Prize. I guess the FIFA Peace Prize wasn't enough. I thought that was a sacred prize, guys. Declare Trump's birthday a federal holiday. I do think that he's going to be doing some weird or heinous shit coming up on his birthday, because it kind of is coming around the 250th holiday. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe he'll attack Cuba or something like that and make like a big thing out of it. He wants to award Trump a congressional gold medal. I don't understand that. He's already got the FIFA Peace Prize. Mint a $250 bill. We just talked about that. Let me see. Several resolutions urging Trump to be given. See, the thing is like, this is literally like an independent board. Like, I believe it's in Switzerland or Sweden, one of the two. And it's like, the U.S. has nothing to do with that. It makes absolutely no sense. And then directing NIH to conduct research on Trump derangement syndrome. I also find this hilarious because it's like, for you to just not like someone, or something, you could say anything. It's a derangement syndrome. Like, I don't like eggs. Well, you got egg derangement syndrome, my guy. Like, I really don't understand that. So anyway, so we got that. It's crazy to me. And this was back on April 21st, you guys. Like, I'm sure there's a lot more. During my research, when I was actually looking this stuff up, I found that in Florida, there's already a bunch of highways and roads that are being renamed to him as well. But next we got, this was what I was talking about, the airport. So this is crazy. Like, you know, I know that they came out with his stock trades and everything like that. And he had made over, I think it was like something over like $3,000 or 3,000 trades or something like that. It might be quite a bit more. I can't remember exactly. But look at this. So a Florida airport was renamed after Donald Trump. He walked away with the trademark, the licensing rights, and a deal that lets him profit off every piece of merchandise sold there. But the story of how he got it is even worse. County staff told commissioners that rejecting the name change would put state transportation funding at risk. DeSantis has already removed state attorney and school board members who dared to cross him. That is the reality of the Democratic commissioner who cast the deciding vote was living in when she made her choice. Hand Donald Trump over control of a public airport or watch Florida Republicans strip away funding from the very people she was elected to represent. Like, how is this okay? Like, I genuinely don't understand that. You know, like, people get put in jail for way less. So, I don't understand. I really don't understand. You know, like, his Bibles and, like, was it Georgia? Or was it Arkansas? There was a state that they were trying to make it mandatory to have, like, the Bible in the classrooms. And I forgot who it was, but one of those states, they were basically making it mandatory that it was a Trump Bible. Like, and I'm pretty sure those are printed in China and then like resold at a stupid price. Like, it's crazy, right? Anyway, we got one more thing for you here. So this is what I was talking about with the Kennedy Center. Basically, the judge struck it down and ordered that remove his name, and basically to stop destroying it from a couple of the articles I read. I went ahead and read through this. I mean, it's an okay read. It basically is just saying that stop, destroying property that is not yours. Like everything else, like the White House. Like, you do not own this. Stop. So Trump obviously went to Truth Social with this and was basically crashing out, saying that if I can't have it, no one can. So he's not going to be remodeling it or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, this is just a long line of things that he is trying to get done. He's trying to force a legacy. And that's the thing, though, is like, the harder you try to like force something, the more people are going to resist. So when you fucking die, no one's going to want to fucking see you anymore. Like, we're going to forget about him. We're going to remove his name from history, and no one's going to talk about him because he is the worst president in history. I genuinely don't know how someone like this... I guess I've never seen myself so self-centered that I could never do anything like this, So I don't know. It's crazy to me. Let me know what you guys think.